Back to snap, take a photograph. Run it back.
It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports, and we'll have a front row seat to watch Hollywood Brown. He's been a production machine with a 1,200-yard season going to this point. It's the Rams and the Giants, and it's all up next on EA.
The final 2-week stretch of the 2023 regular season, and we are underway week 17 here on this New Year's Eve. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. Leading them out, the last active player remaining from the 05 draft, and a name that dominates headlines year-round, Aaron Rodgers.
Well, the silver lining from last week, he played phenomenally. And led them to the end zone several times. You know these NFL quarterbacks, though, they trade away all those touchdowns if it meant getting the win. That's his focus this week.
And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. Hang on a second here, because on that last play, it appears one of the Giants shaken up. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. Rodgers going to throw.
Run it back, run it back, run it back. Run it back, run it back. Lost everything I ever wanted, want it back. Got a problem, never run from that. Have fun with that. Get the W, then double back. That.
It's Madden NFL 24, and we'll have a...
The final 2-week stretch of the 2023 regular season, and we are underway week 17 here on this New Year's Eve. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. They'll be led out by the former Cal Bear, Aaron Rodgers.
I remember watching him in college and seeing a guy that you knew had great potential, but I don't know that anyone knew that we would see how he would blossom as an NFL player who will go down as one of the all-time great quarterbacks. Can make every throw from every angle with terrific mobility, and he knows how to win games, always in contention for a championship.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. The numbers for Adams in last week's game: 4 catches, 59 yards, and a touchdown.
And that put him over 1,000 yards for the season. And the benchmark for running backs, 1,000 yards. The same for receivers. When you have that kind of a year, you've had a monster one.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So a good grab there, and here's a guy, he had to learn the offense quick, just picked up as a free agent earlier this week.
And usually there's a connection, isn't there? A past coach, someone from the front office who knew him from before and thought that he could help this team.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Abanikanda once again. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd down, here's Abanikanda. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Abanikanda on 1st and 10. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. The Giants at 4-11 on the year. And they come in the midst of a season-crushing losing streak. It's up to 9 games now.
And this is a team that's not shown much consistency during this losing streak because they've never really looked like they've been ready to play. You question their motivation. You wonder what's going on with them. And I'll have a PhD in psychology, but the body language, it's awful.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. The give now to Abanikanda. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 41 yards rushing for him already. A terrific opening drive on the ground, and it's a first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
I like the play call. Go to the play action. See if you can sneak your tight end out there and find him open in the end zone.
And just defensively, they weren't fooled and able to bat it away. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Justin Ross, his first touchdown of the year. And the Giants will jump on top of the game. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point from McManus is good, and that makes the score 7-0. after the touchdown. Here's McManus now to kick it away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. So now the Rams will get their first opportunity with a football. They're brought out by a fifth-year pro coming off a career season as a passer and a runner. It's Danny Dimes, Daniel Jones.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw one touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
Derrick Henry all alone. And he makes it all the way down to the 13-yard line. It's a big run there by Henry. 51 yards on the ground. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now Jones. Touchdown! Hollywood Marquise Brown hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Rams are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. The kick is through the uprights to tie this game, but hang on a second. We do have a flag.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
And they'll accept that penalty. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. As the Giants head back out there, let's take a look at the playoff picture in the NFC. Well, including this week, 3 weeks remain in the regular season, Charles, and it is going to be interesting to see how this playoff picture sorts itself out before we head into the postseason.
Competitive, entertaining postseason, that's what we're always striving for. But I think we get it during the regular season, too, because you never know how things are going to go during the final weeks of the season. Every team pulled out all the stops to get a better seed or just to get one of those 7 seats at the table.
And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
That's a gain of 7.
From the gun on third down, Rodgers. And the Rams got it. They bring him down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Here's Aaron Siposs out now to punt on fourth down.
Deep to return is Kevontae Turpin.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Taken at the 37. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Throwing Jones. He's got his 6'5 receiver. That's Tim Patrick. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Henry up the middle. Muscles him off. Derrick Henry all alone. Touchdown, L.A. Derrick Henry
with his 14th rushing touchdown on the year.
And the Rams have taken the lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes the score 14-7. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
The partner, just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season, the playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball.
Ready to roll for the second quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
As they've got it as we resume action.
Flush to his right. Looking deep for Adams.
Oh, poor decision there. That's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Rams are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
first down carry for Henry.
He's to the 15.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Derrick Henry with career touchdown number 96. He joins Eric Dickerson on the all-time list.
And the Rams are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Gano the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
The New York set to take the field.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control of that. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
That one good for 37 yards.
They scored their touchdown earlier, and this had a chance to be another. This secondary scrambling for answers, looking at each other, trying to figure out who is going to put the clamps on this guy, because right now he's absolutely shredding them.
Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
49 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
It sort of looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
To throw, it's Rodgers. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. Touchdown, Giants.
Devin Duvernay.
27 yards.
And the Giants have cut it back within a score.
McManus's point after is good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And we spotlight Derrick Henry now. Might he be on his way to a record-setting performance here, Charles? Second quarter, and the yardage number already ridiculous.
And they always talk about just focusing on the next play, but sometimes it's okay to dream big because
I'm focusing on the fourth quarter already.
Listen, I don't blame you, though, because we could be witnessing some type of history here, and it's being done by him and, of course, the big guys up front who are creating the holes for him to run through.
Yeah, they've all been good so far. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you got a battle on your hands.
So the completion good for 7 there, and that'll bring up 4th down. So the Rams call on Johnny Hecker here to punt it away on 4th down. Back deep, Jakeem Grant. This is brought in at the 21.
A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return.
And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The New York set to take the field.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
And a 5-yard gain
and gets him to the 42. The offense on third down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. He came out ready to play. That's 3 tackles for a loss, Charles. We're only in the second quarter.
And that's problematic for the guys trying to run offense, because that means he's got a pretty good idea of what they're doing and is actually beating them to the point of attack and making those plays. You might have to think about some misdirection or something to try and get him away from the ball.
Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Derrick Henry trots back out there and gets ready to go. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
He doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
166 yards rushing for him, as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Cameron Hayward, that is one he will remember. It's sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. Throwing on 2nd and long. Jones, and he's got him. Got his man on the end route, complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
They're backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
To throw on 3rd down, Jones. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. A 40-yard punt, given 3 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. And New York set to take the field.
As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like, because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge, because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Now it's Rodgers. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
Here now a 3rd and 20.
Rodgers now to throw.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
Picked up by Amani Hooker. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. On 1st down, Jones. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Touchdown, Rams.
Zay Jones,
28 yards.
and the Rams go up by 2 touchdowns.
Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead now up to 14. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
And New York set to take the field.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this, because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Rodgers going to try and throw on third down. And that's complete to Adams. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Flushed out right.
Open man is Duvernay.
And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Another good completion on the drive as the Giants have a first down. Now Rodgers. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
Rodgers throw there into the hands of Ross.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. On play action, Rodgers to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Just looking at it from a defensive perspective, when you break the huddle in the red zone, tight end is one of the guys you've got to key on because quarterbacks want the ball in their hands fast in this position, and they want to get it to someone. And in this case, he had the play. They just didn't complete it.
Rodgers
back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you kind of run out of your running plays, fire another one into the end zone.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. The kick by McManus is good.
So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
Kevontae Turpin now from his end zone.
Kevontae Turpin on the return. The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we've reached halftime here.
Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the 3rd quarter.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started.
No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line.
Out come the Rams. They'll have it first here to begin the 3rd quarter.
And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
173 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Holding offense.
So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys who are much more receiver than blocker. They may be willing, but that might not be their thing. Oftentimes, they'll be the ones getting the penalties.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19.
Operating from the gun, Jones.
Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henry.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Well, it's too early to figure out what kind of adjustments this defense made at halftime, but that's a good start to the second half. They can now afford to give up more points and fall further behind, so well done to force the punting situation here.
47-yard punt, a return of 4. And the Giants' drive will start from deep in their territory with a first.
They'll begin on the ground here with Abanikanda.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
If these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. And his throw here's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. And the Giants send out their punter now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. It's fielded at the 45. Fighting his way through contact.
A good head-down running on the return. Gets about 15 yards.
And the Rams are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over. Inside handoff, Henry.
Down to about the 37.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Now Jones to throw on 2nd down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
That is caught. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. Operating from the gun, Jones.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Chidobe Awuzie with a pick.
And the Giants are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. So after the INT, it's Rodgers.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. On the handoff, Abanikanda.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Well, that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give him a lot of confidence to help turn things around. a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
It's taken to the 26. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Out comes Zay Jones with the rest of his offense as they take the field. Pretty good game for him so far. I guess he's still got time here to make this a great game, but so far, he's been solid.
I like where you're going with that because it has been pretty good, but there's always that hint that things can really escalate for him. And right now, they feel like they're somewhat keeping him in check, but he has found the end zone once. But, boy, he can explode at any moment.
Yeah, and when you hit that end zone once, you want to find it again, don't you?
Yes, you do.
Makes you hungrier.
You get greedy in a good way.
Now, a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
Detroit Johnson.
Jones now from the gun on third down.
Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
Here's Johnny Hecker now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. .43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And New York set to take the field.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now Rodgers.
That's caught. This is Abanikanda.
And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29.
It's 4th down.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40 down at the 39. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
They'll run it with Abanikanda. Taken down at the 42.
And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Now Rodgers on the bootleg. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time.
Picked off by Pat Surtain.
And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this the holiday season because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Now, meanwhile, a final play here is incomplete, and that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter of play. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. It's the Rams out in front here. They've got control of the football as well as we get set for the 4th quarter. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. Heck of a broken tackle, but only able to work this down near the 23. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Now Jones.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Rams.
Throwing Jones. Looking middle, and that's complete. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's 2nd down.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, the ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Looking to throw. Jones. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Marquise Brown with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Rams look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Gano the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The Giant. Again on offense. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. A nice run on 1st down gets him 6 yards to the 31.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. Throw left side, complete to Ross. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
On 2nd down, Williams. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Justin Ross, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Giants have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point from McManus is good. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the hands team for the Rams able to secure the football. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They'll run it again with Henry. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Henry out of the pistol. And they'll get him down right around the 16. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he is going to be stopped at the 12, short of the 1st down. Now Graham Gano, remember, he beat the Giants with a 63-yarder back in 2018. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Gano's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. So Aaron Rodgers. Offense down by 2 touchdowns. 1:07 remaining. Well, their losing streak in danger of continuing as they come up on 1st down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
That's a gain of 3.
On play action, it's Rodgers. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. Now Rodgers got to have this one. He's going to let it fly. And it's knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee.
Here we go. Calm.
So the L.A. Rams with a victory here. And this not always an easy proposition, Charles. You had a West Coast team that traveled east, but they got the job done.
And there's so much that goes into it because your body time and your body clock different from what you're used to west, because if you go east, you're going to lose up to 3 hours, right? So is your body...
Never leave the house without the pack. Where my at? Take an L and try to double back. We ain't doing that. Say she mad, but I know it's cap. I've been through with that. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Hype me up. I ain't got a, but
with their hands to the ceiling. I ain't palm reading, but I got them in their feelings, yeah.